a lot of times pretty boys I'm not really interested in, and I actually fall in love with guys that are not like my first choice handsome, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden I really start falling in love with them, who they are, their personality, their sense of humor, and all my other friends are like, you know, your boyfriend's kind of ugly. I'm like, actually, my boyfriend's the hottest thing that's ever walked the planet. I don't care what you think. Guys, if you're watching, you happen to be watching with your girlfriends, it's all about the little details that make up our lives. I mean, I think if a boy would just remember the details, he doesn't have to do all these huge things. Just send us a text and ask us how our day is going. That just makes our day so much better. There's something that must be in the water of today where all of a sudden you got the boys crying on our shoulders and we're like big-eyed going, WTF, what's going on? I mean, I love like a communicative, emotional, sensitive boy, but I also need a man that can take care of business. The guys that come off too egomaniac, it's because, you know, the guys that are humble and, you know, they're not talking about what they did, you know, unless we're asking them, of course, we want to know. But the guys that are kind of quiet and sitting on the sidelines, they're very confident with themselves, and they're men. And these other guys that are like, I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread, you're like, well, yeah, I thought I already knew that. Why do you have to keep on going on about it? That's why I'm dating you, right? I feel like my life is a little bit edgy in general. I'm in the business of rock and roll, and I don't really apologize for that. I'm not one of those girls in pop music that's scared. Every move that I make, I'm really scared. No, not at all. I don't censor myself. I say what I mean. I wear my heart on my sleeve. There's not a whole lot of rules when it comes to paparazzi in America, and I haven't had, you know, any stalking or anything like that, so I don't know necessarily on a first-hand basis. Everybody's been very sweet to me, but I know that people can be taken advantage of and exploited and manipulated and, you know, added to and photoshopped, and 100 shots are being clicked in 1 minute. So who knows which way you pose, you look, or they'll use that for the cover of like some scandal just because you were looking down when really you were just watching 1 foot ahead of the other. When I heard that Madonna liked my song, I kind of freaked out. I think every girl would freak out. If like Madonna knew your first and last name, you'd just be like, you don't have time for anyone else, Madonna. How do you know my name? You don't have time for me, you know?
She does.
I guess so. It's so cool to see that she is still somewhat has her finger on the pulse of what's next and new, and I don't know how she must do some real searching still.
Or someone searches for her.
Or someone searches for her. Still, she hired that good someone. Wasn't allowed to listen to anything like that growing up. Parents, traveling ministers, still are. And very kind of like strict rule in the house was no rock music, no music. I don't know why I just turned British. Maybe it's a Madonna thing. The power she has over us. Yes, you know, to this day, Get Into the Groove is the jam. I do think we live in such a fast-paced world that we forget the longevity of things, and to make a career out of use your life rather than like selling your soul out for a hot second. I believe in having a career. That's why I cultivated and carefully crafted every one of these songs to put on my record and spent so much time doing so. Us girls, we are so magical. I don't want to be, and I know I won't be, just another, you know, shot in the dark or whatever. I think that people should really aspire to greatness. I don't think they should aspire to the quickest buck they can make, because if you're a true hustler, you're going to make a lot of money and you're going to have a long career.